Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? I hope you guys are having a good day. So, today I want to talk about Netflix. I want to talk about Netflix stock and basically explain to you that Netflix is not dead. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why Netflix stock might actually be a good investment, 5 reasons why I don't think Netflix is going to die, 5 reasons why Netflix is not the next Blockbuster. So, get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We'll get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth and economics every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day under one condition. The condition is that we are Black first, and you have to be able to accept that. Black first means that we put our community at the top of our priority list. Black first means we're educating our kids at the highest level. Black first means that we are teaching our kids about economics. Black first means that we are building our community. If you agree with the B1 philosophy, put a hashtag B and the number one in the chat, hashtag B1 to let me know that you're Black first. Hello, Max and Billy D and Twan. Shout out your city. Let me know what city you're from. I see Ohio. Billy D from Ohio. Okay. My Uncle Jerry, who just passed this week, actually lives in Columbus, Ohio. So shout out to everybody in Ohio and shout out to my Uncle Jerry. Priscilla, how are you? All right. So let's jump into this conversation. So Netflix, how many of you, give me a yes or no, how many of you think Netflix is just they've lost their swag? You've seen the stories about Netflix in terms of the stock crashing this week, which it did. You saw Netflix take a butt whooping, just in terms of the public eye, which we have to acknowledge that. How many of you saw Netflix kind of get its butt kicked, and how many of you feel like that is a sign of things to come, that Netflix is really in big trouble and that they might be the next Blockbuster and it could be a complete mess? Can anybody, or what do you think about that? How many of y'all feel that way? Well, Netflix, okay, I see a few of you said that. Yeah, and I can understand how you might feel that way, but let me kind of give you some insights on that. I was talking to someone about Netflix, and they were talking about how basically there are a lot of memes going around saying Netflix is garbage and Netflix is no good and Netflix is going to be bankrupt and they're losing all their subscribers. I'm going to say this: Netflix definitely lost some cool points because they actually had negative subscriber growth for the first time in 10 years. Netflix also took a beating in the media because their stock dropped. I mean, like a brick. I mean, absolutely like a brick. And now some of you might jump right in. I see Ron says it's a night, might be a time to buy. Yeah, I agree. And so I think that's the question, right? Is this really a temporary problem or a permanent problem? So let me give you some perspective to help you understand Netflix. Number one, when a company gets kind of hammered in the media, that could be a buying opportunity because the research shows that the market tends to overreact when they see too much negative information about a certain company or whatever the case may be. And so here's a few things you should know about Netflix to kind of help you understand and contextualize the recent drop in subscribers. First off, Netflix is not falling off. Netflix is so big and so powerful that it's kind of like Netflix is kind of like what would happen if Michael Jordan was averaging 21 points a game. People would say, oh my God, he's not who he used to be. He's not the great player he used to be, but he's still averaging 21, 22 points a game. He's still a great teammate. And so ultimately Netflix did lose subscribers, which was a very big surprise, but Netflix is so much bigger than all the other streaming services. They're almost twice as big as Disney in terms of number of paid subscribers. They have 221 million. Disney has about 129 million. Now, Disney's growing. Disney grew by about 11 million in the last quarter. That's a big deal. But Netflix is not, not in any near future point in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They're probably not going to get caught by Disney, right? So Netflix is a behemoth. Even and other companies like Paramount will never catch Netflix. Paramount is, I think they have 9 million subscribers. So literally Netflix has about 20 times, 25 times more subscribers than Paramount Plus. So Hulu ain't gonna catch them. Nobody. The only company that has a chance to catch Netflix in number of paid subscribers is Disney, and Disney it may not do it because now Disney's not going to focus all its energy on streaming. It's going to focus back on its parks and its cruise ships and everything else. That's what happened. The pandemic just accelerated Disney's subscriber growth because they took everything online. Number two, the second thing you want to know about Netflix's drop in subscribers is that Netflix lost 700,000 subscribers because they pulled out of Russia. Now, I think that this is an example of why companies need to stop getting involved in controversial politics. There's no reason in my view, from what I know, that for them to pull out of Russia unless Vladimir Putin kicked them out of Russia. I personally think that pulling out of Russia, I don't know if that's necessary, but they lost 700,000 subscribers. So if you take that Russian pullout off the table, they actually have positive subscriber growth. They grew by 500,000 subscribers, right? And so Disney also is getting involved in politics, which I don't agree with. They're getting involved with this bill. I guess Florida's passing a bill saying you can't talk to second and third graders about being transgender and stuff like that. And some of you think that's a good thing. Some of you think it's a bad thing. But Disney decided to talk about it and jump in in the middle of a controversial issue. Well, now the Florida state legislature took away Disney's special tax exempt status that they had, where they were allowed to govern themselves. And I personally think that is, I know as a Disney investor, I'd be kind of annoyed. Like, why are we losing money because we're taking a controversial position on a bill that is not necessarily a foregone conclusion? It's not like it was, we're voting against, killing children or something, right? It's like, no, some parents think that it's okay to talk about transgender issues with a 7-year-old. Some parents think that's a little bit weird. It's okay to think either way. Now, the third thing about Netflix that you should know is that Netflix has really smart management. Their management is good. They've solved problems before. They're innovative. They're coming up with new product lines. I think Netflix is going to figure it out. I really do. When they figure it out, the stock is going to see a bump. The next thing you should know about Netflix is that if you had invested in Netflix stock at the last time 10 years ago, where they had negative subscriber growth, if you put $1,000 in the Netflix stock at that time, your $1,000 would have grown to $20,000 by now. Literally, you would have 20x'd your investment if you had put money into Netflix the last time they had negative subscriber growth. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes the best time to invest in the company is when it's down and out. The last piece is that, remember, Netflix has a lot of low-hanging fruit, a lot of things that they can jump into right away that would help them monetize and increase their profitability. One of which is that they estimate 100 million people are sharing a Netflix password. So how many of you are not paying for your Netflix, but you have access all the time, but you ain't never paid for Netflix? Well, they're probably going to put in a lower tier, an ad-supported tier at a lower price point, or something like that, or maybe even free. That is going to help drag in revenue on that end. So Netflix, I think, is a company that could likely be a good investment. I'm going to buy me some Netflix and sit on the stock for a while, and then we're going to just see how it plays out. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really don't think Netflix is dead. I think that all these beliefs that Netflix is just dead and dying and irrelevant and they're the next Blockbuster, I think that's an exaggeration. I think and so here's the thing: whenever people start to get overly emotional and exaggerating things like that, that might be an opportunity to buy. Okay. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Also, if you go to boycewatkins.com, if you want to attend the One Africa Unity Summit that's happening in Detroit this week, you can go to boycewatkins.com. I have passes there. Also, there are virtual passes. I'll put a virtual pass as well in case you don't live anywhere near Detroit. And also, if you want a free e-copy of my book, How to Build Massive Wealth in the Stock Market by Investing $5 a Day. The book is free. I want you to read the book because I want you to take the $100,000 pledge, where every child in our community has $100,000 in liquid assets waiting for them by the time they're 25 years old. That comes with the $5 a day investing plan. I can show you. It's easy. It's very direct. And there's a free ebook that I'm giving away on how to do that. And all you got to do is go to blackmoneyminute.com, sign up, and the book is yours. Okay. So it's totally free. The URL is right there on the screen. All right, guys. Well, I'm out of here. Good luck to you. I hope that you make a ton of money, and I'll be back very, very soon. You guys know I might be doing videos anytime, day or night, because I just do it when I feel like it. And so there's no, I don't work for the man, so I don't have to have a 9-to-5 schedule. I can just do whatever I want. So you might hear from me at 2:00 in the morning. You might hear from me at 2:00 in the afternoon. Either way, I'm here for you. I love you. I want to support you, and I want to see you do well. So take care, guys. Have a good day. Love you. I'll talk to you later. Peace.